If you want to become physically fit, you exercise. If you want to become mentally fit, you read, you pick up a hobby, you learn. In short, you take action. Emotional fitness is no different. It requires action to strengthen your emotional muscles. But first, let's talk about the characteristics of an emotionally fit person. Emotionally fit people understand that happiness is a choice. They respect themselves and others in equal measure. And they encounter failure and persist. And you might say, Daniel, that's all well and good. That sounds like a perfectly well-adjusted, emotionally fit human being that we should all strive to be, but it's not always so easy. So that I would say, precisely. It's not easy. It takes action. To borrow a phrase from Tony Robbins, it takes massive action. And when you hear that phrase, massive action, that's not a half-hearted effort. You can't win a marathon with half-hearted effort. You can't win a chess competition with half-hearted effort. So how can you overcome life's struggles with a half-hearted effort? Where the emotionally flabby are busy complaining, getting angry, throwing their hands up and quitting. The emotionally fit are taking action. They're taking massive action. So let's say you want to become emotionally fit. What does your exercise routine look like? I'm going to tell you that today. You've got 3 things. You're going to guard the gates of your mind. You're going to grow daily. And you're going to give graciously. Guard the gates of your mind. The German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, beware. Those who war with monsters. You do not become a monster in the process. And if you gaze long into the abyss gazes long into you. In other words, the observer and the observed cannot be separated. What you consume eventually consumes you. The books you read, the movies you watch, the people you talk to, the music you listen to, they all leave their mark here and here. So what kind of mark do you want to leave? The most emotionally fit people guard the gates of their mind against negativity. They only allow positive things in. It takes action. It takes practice. Here's a simple technique. The next time you're going to face an obstacle, something that requires you to push against the boundaries of your comfort zone, a job interview, a presentation, a sports competition, just write a story about it. In this story, you are the hero. This is your great adventure. Be detailed. If you're talking about giving a speech, I want you to describe the sound of your shoes on the stage as you walk to the lectern. If you're talking about a weightlifting competition, I want you to describe the sensation of the chalk on your hands and the smell of it as it hangs in the air and lingers on your tongue. Make it descriptive. Live in that story. Let that be the media you consume. Because here's the best part. You're going to describe the obstacles you will face and overcome because you are the hero and you will persist. It's a technique used by entrepreneurs, successful Olympians, professional speakers. Give it a try. Grow daily. Now, when I talk about growing daily, I have to make a distinction. There's a distinction between growth and preparing for growth. And I myself am guilty of mixing it up. Let's say you enjoy reading self-help books, but you never apply the concepts to your life. This is preparation for growth. It is not growth. Now, it has its own place, but make no mistake, real growth is painful. The old adage is true. No pain, no gain. when you want to scream, when you want to cry, when you want to run and hide, throw your hands up and quit, that's when you're being called upon to be something greater than you were yesterday. And how you answer that call is up to you. But ironically, the most emotionally fit people are in a state of constant discomfort because they understand that link between discomfort and growth. Don't strive to compile a list of books that you have read. The growth is not in the reading, it is in the doing. Take one book. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's a classic for a reason. Pick up a cheap copy. Get it off Amazon. You probably get it for $1. Read it and study and dog-ear the pages. Highlight powerful paragraphs. Write in the margins. And make a plan to implement the concept of that book every week into your life. Write it down. Write down, this week I will blank. And that blank had better scare you. It may take a year to get through a book in this manner, but it will be the year that changes your life. Give graciously. The most emotionally fit people give themselves. They give their love, they give their friendship, and they give it without worrying what they will receive in return. We live in a time where technology makes it incredibly easy to be selfish. We can avoid uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable conversations, by simply sticking our face into a phone. We can even avoid uncomfortable conversations with ourselves in those late night hours when it's hard to get to sleep, so you decide to surf the internet so you can pass it. We're losing the art of conversation. We're learning the ability to exchange. We're losing the ability to exchange powerful ideas into what? An emoji? A text message? A meme? No. Make no mistake, in the coming years, it will be more important than ever to learn how to relate to people, to learn how to inspire them, how to lead them. It will be more important to learn how to stand on a stage and share yourself, to make yourself vulnerable. If you're here tonight, you're in the right place. You're on the right path. You and I, we're not here to overcome some fear of public speaking. That's nonsense. We're here to overcome the fear of our own greatness and our own influence on the world. Aristotle said, to avoid criticism, say nothing. Do nothing. Be nothing. But that's not why we were put here. We were put here to exchange powerful ideas. We were put here to do good deeds on this earth. We were put here to be audacious, to ask for more, to be unreasonable, to dream, and to become more than we thought we were. So I implore you, guard the gates of your mind. Grow daily. And give of yourself generously. Fellow Toastmasters.